Now, the key to times like this is to not panic. That's the key. You know, you don't ever want to like over panic about things. Let's sit this, put this right here. You just don't want to panic. And cancel the NBA season, and you know that's for what's best. I'm not against that. I'm not against that at all. Not against that at all. You know, you want to be safe, but not panic. Flashlights, facial, water bottle. You just want to make sure. I guess I'm gonna sit this down here. That should be fine. And but we're gonna play some video games. What is up, guys? It's your boy Heck Philly. Now I got a game for you today. Oh, by the way, all jokes aside, take care of yourselves. Limit as much time as you can traveling. And if you feel symptoms, you know, call your doctor first, and then from there, see what your doctor says. Let's get into what we're here to do. I downloaded a game on to my PlayStation that I don't know what the game is. It looked good, so I decided, all right, let's give it a shot. You and I are going to be playing this together for the first time. Let's just jump right into it. Now, you guys know I'm a story-loving channel here. So, this looks like it may be story-heavy. So I decided to give it a shot and see what we got. Bars. Oh. Hello. Look at this. What if you go out here? Can you go under? Oh, you sure freaking can. Oh, that's neat. What is this?
Hello everyone, I'm Dan Pinchbeck, I'm the creative director of the Chinese Room, and this is the Dear Esther developers commentary.
Dear Esther.
Dear Esther, the gulls do not land here anymore. I've noticed that this year they seem to shun the place. Maybe it's the depletion of the fishing stock driving them away. Perhaps it's me. When he first landed here, Donnelly wrote that the herds were sickly and their shepherds the lowest of the miserable classes that populate these Hebridean islands. 300 years later, even they have departed.
Maybe that was the way it was supposed to be. I don't know. Let's see if this changed in here. No, it's just still music stuff. Didn't he say each time you play it's supposed to be something different? What is this? Certificate of approval. Electrical. Electronic and controls. Okay. Still the same stuff. What is that? A molecule? Oh, it's a molecule. What is this? Oh, fuck. That scared the shit out of me. Alright, so it's gonna be like that, huh? That didn't happen the first time. So this whole director's cut is gonna be different. We went up there. You can't get across that way, so we're going down the bottom this time. We already did that. I know where I gotta go now. This is gonna be a different game. I could tell now with like the story mode enacted, because that, I don't know what that was. Freaking crow or whatever it was wasn't there before when I went. So is this like a scary game? What kind of game is this? It gives me Edith Finch vibes, but I don't remember Edith Finch having jump scares like that. What is that? What is this? I don't know. Oh, here we go. What is that? Bird hair in bird cages? Oh, that's right. We're shipwrecked. That's what he said, at least. I don't like the music.
Those islands in the distance, I am sure, are nothing more than relics of another time. Sleeping giants, somnambulist gods laid down for a final dreaming.
These?
I wash the sand from my lips and grip my wrist ever more tightly. My shaking arms will not support my fading diaries.
And over here should be the Fibonacci spiral. Alright. Somewhere over here. Yeah, there's the Fibonacci spiral right there. What's over here? I mean, I remember there being nothing over here, but obviously playing it without the playing it outside of the director's cut makes it different. So let me just see something real quick.
Dear Esther, I found myself to be as featureless as this ocean, as shallow and unoccupied as this bay, a listless wreck without identification. My rocks are these bones, and a careful fence to keep the precipice at bay. Shot through me caves, my forehead a mount. This aerial will transmit into me so. All overexposed, the nervous system, where Donnelly's boots and yours and mine still trample. I will carry a torch for you. I will leave it at the foot of my headstone. You will need it for the tunnels that carry me under.
Okie doke. Alright, let's get up this steps here. Obviously, I got to be on alert for jump scares, because the music stopped and all I hear is wind in my headphones. But it's such a well-designed game. This looks fantastic. This looks fantastic. Alright, let's get to this lighthouse. I have a feeling like, you know how like video games give you a beacon without telling you it's a beacon? I feel like a lighthouse is as beacon as it gets.
The mount is clearly the focal point of this landscape. It almost appears so well placed as to be artificial. I find myself easily slipping into the delusional state of ascribing purpose, deliberate motive to everything here. Was this island formed during the moment of impact? When we were torn loose from our moorings, and the seatbelts cut motorway lanes into our chests and shoulders, did it first break surface then?
I don't know what he's talking about, guys.
When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boats, and know to send aid or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this, to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh. We are not like Lot's wife, you and I. We feel no particular need to turn back. There's nothing to be seen if we did. No tired old man parting the cliffs with
Oh,
his
did that
arms.
happen when I went
No
that other
gifts
way?
or Bibles laid out on the sand for
Okay.
the taking. No tides turning or the shrieking gulls overhead. The bones of the hermit are no longer laid out for the taking. I have stolen them away to the guts of this island, where the passages all run to black, and where we can light each other's faces by their strange luminescence.
Okay, well, I'm trying to get to the lighthouse. I'm not trying to turn back. There's no Bible references with me. Alright, here we go. Where are we going?
Dear Esther, I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
I saw that there was a cave back there, but I really feel like the lighthouse is where we're supposed to be. What was that? Lighthouse is where we're supposed to be going. It really is a beautiful game, though. You can take this time.
The vegetation here has fossilized from the roots up. To think they once grazed animals here, the remnants of occupation being evidence to that. It is all sick to death. The water is too polluted for the fish, the sky is too thin for the birds, and the soil is cut with the bones of hermits and shepherds. I've heard it said that human ashes make great fertilizer, that we could sow a forest from all that is left of your hips and ribcage, with enough left over to thicken the air and
Okay.
repopulate the bay.
Listen, dude, I'm dealing with coronavirus in my real life. Alright? I don't want to hear about none of that sort of stuff. Alright, am I going the right way? I feel like this is one big maze that tells you a story. That's what it feels like. I mean, pretty much Edith Finch style, but why does this drop like this? If I go this way... Oh, that's the end. That next chapter? We going to the next chapter? Oh, what's the next chapter? I suppose.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome break services. But although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
Feel like this is the way we're supposed to be going. Is this a ship that's ashore? What is this over here? What is that over there? Alright, that's where I want to go. It's flashing, and what is all of this, though? My goodness. Can I can't get on this boat or nothing, can I? Nah, because there ain't no, like, real jumping buttons or nothing like that. But I guess maybe if I can get up on this? Nah, they're not gonna let you get up on this. Ain't no jump buttons. I don't think. So you're just allowed to kind of visit this wreck, but you can't really do nothing with it, I don't think. I think we're just supposed to be walking through this. But that blinking light over there, I think, is where we're supposed to be getting. I wish there was a sprint button. Ain't no sprint button. So we're just kind of walking through here and just kind of observing. I don't think there's any action really in this story. It's just in this game, it's just a story. So we're supposed to be observing and listening to the story, I think, is what we're doing in this game. I just don't want to get to a point where, like, I just been looking, and at some point I need to pull a gun and start shooting or something. You know what I mean? I didn't really look at what this game was. I figured it was an Edith Finch type, and so far I'm right. So let's just get over here to this flashing light and see what's going on.
I've begun to wonder if Donnelly's voyage here was as prosaic as it was presented. How disappointed not to have found the bones of the holy man. No wonder he hated the inhabitants so. To him, they must have seemed like barnacles mindlessly clinging to a mercy seat. Why cling so hard to the rock? Because it is the only thing that stops us from sliding into the ocean, into oblivion.
What? Wait, what? Neither did he eat nor that's a scripture, I think, in neither did he eat nor drink. I think that's a scripture from the Acts of the Apostles. I'm not mistaken. Where am I going? Am I going up? I guess I'm going up. Oh, where's the main lighthouse thing I was seeing with the red thing? They tried to trick. Oh, maybe that light, I don't know. Maybe that light led me to that place because that's just how this game works. You'll see a beacon that you have to follow, but you don't have to necessarily go to that beacon. I don't freaking know. I feel like I need to go to the red beacon. Or the red light. Whatever that red light was. On the side of that boat. This is feeling like... I don't know what this game is trying to do to me. Alright, so we're shipwrecked right here. Going over to that light didn't help me do jack-ish. And I feel like that's the wrong direction because I feel like that's where the game started. So, I'm going to try to just keep moving this way. This is Shipwreck, it looks like. Shipwreck City. Let's just try to figure out what we're supposed to do here. Oh, what is this? What is that? Is that how that works? Oh.
I had kidney stones and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
No. Somebody died to a drunk driver? Obviously, those sirens were in real world and not in the game, right? Because I'm on a abandoned island. Where the freak am I supposed to?
I've begun my ascent on the windless slope of the western side.
I'm going over here.
The setting sun was an inflamed eye squeezing shut against the light shone in by the doctors. My neck is aching through constantly craning my head up to track the light of the aerial. I must look downwards, follow the path under the island to a new beginning.
Whatever, dude. Well, I still feel like I hear cars in here. I got my headphones on straight, right? I'm not trying to hear all that outside noise scaring me. Oh, there goes my light. There it goes right there.
The bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him either.
Cold world. Cold world. I really like
the oil lamps ran out. I didn't pick up a torch, but used the moonlight to read by. When I've pulled the last shreds of sense from it, I will throw Donnelly's book from the cliffs and perhaps myself with it. Maybe it will wash back up through the caves and erupt from the spring when the rain comes, making its return to the hermit's cave. Perhaps it will be back on the table when I wake. I think I may have thrown it into the sea several times before.
Like I was saying, I really like the I like games with really good like musical scores. This is one of the games with a good musical score, it seems like. I really like this. I really like this. It's kind of mysterious. What the hell is this shit right here? I don't know what that is. It looks like a freaking dying octopus. I don't know. Anyway, let's just keep on our journey because I think that light over there. Now I'm completely disoriented. Where am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go? There's the light right there, but I came this... Okay, I think I might have to go down this way. I don't know. Is this where I just came from? This is like a $3 game, guys. This shouldn't be that long. It's a very good $3 game, that's for certain. What is this? Oh, am I coming to a dead end? Am I finna die right now? I'm finna die. That's gonna kill me. Unless there's supposed to be something over here, and I don't think that's what is supposed to happen. Nah.
In a footnote, the editor comments that at this point, Donnelly was going insane as syphilis tore through his system like a drunk driver. He's not to be trusted.
Oh,
Many
it
of his
is
claims
where
are
I was supposed to
unsubstantiated.
go.
And although he does paint a colourful picture, much of what he says may have been derived directly from his fever. But I've been here, and I know, as Donnelly did, that this place is always half imagined. Even the rocks and caves will shimmer and blur with the right eyes.
Oh, I see. I was just being a little bitch. Alright, come on.
They found Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. He'd struggled halfway down the cliff path, perhaps looking for some lost goat, or perhaps in a delirium, and expired, curled into a claw right under the winter moon. Even the animals shunned his corpse. The mainlanders thought to bring it home unlucky. Donnelly claims they dragged it to the caves to thaw out and rot, but he is proving an unreliable witness.
Oh. Move! What's wrong with you? I can't jump or climb or nothing. I'm just walking. All I'm doing is pressing forward. I have vouched for the fact that I am
down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
So this is full story. Yeah, this is full storytelling. I'm not mad at it, but what's this? Why is there a candle there? That's recently burned. Look at how big that candle is. Someone just burned it. Is this gonna turn into a shooter? What the freak is all of this? Where are we going?